Having the Christian media is critically important, actually vital to helping Israel fight anti-Semitism and fight BDS. Christian media reach the largest number of people on the planet. That's Christians. Christians do not understand their biblical role and their responsibility to stand with Israel and the Jewish people against the rise of this anti-Semitism, because we also have a problem with replacement theology. So the more Christians that we can get engaged in coming to summits like this in Israel, to be able to see firsthand the truth of what is being communicated, not listen or communicate the same narrative that continues to come out like what we see in the mainstream media. But no, this is, I commend the Israeli government, the GPO for hosting this conference, because Christians need to understand the dynamics of what's going on and play a role in spreading this message. We can look throughout history, and Christianity does not have a good history within Judaism and how they've treated Jews. But something unique and something very rare is happening today. It's unprecedented what we see. We've never seen anything like this happen in history. And of course, the modern state of Israel has been reborn. And now you see, and even to look back in history and see how Christians played a role, evangelical Christians, people of faith, played a role in that Zionist vision and that dream. And now you see today, more and more Christians are beginning to understand we're connected to the Jews. We're connected to Israel. I just had a Christian media journalist say to me how we as Christians, we should know about our responsibility. We don't even know the New Testament, where it says that the Christians are part of the Commonwealth of Israel. They're part of the nation. They're worshiping the same God. And so because of the lack of biblical understanding, that's why there's such a disconnect. And that's what that's what we as an organization, PJTN, is trying to do, is try to connect Christians to the Bible to understand, as I stated earlier. We're not supposed to govern ourselves or report as Christian media on what's politically expedient. We must report on what is biblically expedient.
And yesterday you had the opportunity to meet Prime Minister Netanyahu.
I was almost in tears. I mean, the Prime Minister Netanyahu is my hero. He is a statesman. He is the example of statesmanship around the globe. And back during the Obama administration, I would tell people that my leader is not in the White House. My leader is in Israel, the Prime Minister Netanyahu. So it was a great honor to have met him and to have met his wife, Sarah, as well.
Tell us a bit about your activities and also the reactions and the results maybe of what you're doing.
Well, the response here has been incredible, and I'm so excited to hear some of the applause from the people. I believe that we have a message that is resonating with more Christian media. I think a lot of Christian media are afraid to challenge the status quo that we see within Christianity. We're afraid to challenge the pastoral leadership who continue to participate in propaganda, I call it, and heresy, which is unbiblical, like replacement theology. And nobody wants to write about it, and God forbid you mention somebody by name in an article to expose them. But this has to happen. These people, the people who are promoting views like replacement theology within their congregations are heretics, and they need to be called out as such. They're not teaching the truth of the Bible.
And the reactions here in Israel as you're meeting government officials and journalists?
I have been welcomed. I'm just overwhelmed by the response from the Israeli community, from the Jewish community here. It's very humbling. I'm so grateful for the love and the passion that I've seen Israelis convey and communicate to me. I always get this question about, what is this about Christians? And, Jews or Israelis are leery of that. I never meet those kind of people. I always meet the ones who have tears in their eyes, who thank me for what I'm doing. And so it's a great honor to be able to do this.